and welcome back to day 2 of HCS Major, hosted by FaZe Clan. We've got Carolina Gaming up against Pure, the open bracket team, really aiming to one of the higher seeds. Currently Pure sitting second alongside Office Gaming, who are top at ITB, who are in third place. No doubt about it, Pure teams will be watching hoping that Pure can get the job done. For Carolina Gaming, Dan, they made it here through the passion pit, but unfortunately for them, through the elimination side, they already have basic defeat. They're looking to cause the upset.
At least that defeat gets chalked off by getting through the bracket and into full play, but of course by being in this position, it gives you a certain rivalry to the pool as well, and your reward is playing better teams because you dropped into that elimination bracket, right? Well, it's going to be Pure that you're going up against, but it is going to be Carolina Gaming who get the lead with an early flag cap. Pure, they went 3 down. Carolina Gaming races on the flag. It looks like maybe there's a counter cap opportunity here for Taulek running this one. Cherished has the sniper. Who have gone down for Carolina Gaming. It looks like it's going to be an instant response here, shows.
It's not messed around. No,
your flag.
Maybe some inspiration on the side of Carolina Gaming that they got that early flag capture and they can now prove that they can make this one bleed. CTF is that kind of map in which, if you're not minding your P's and Q's, you can very quickly be a trade for Envore and Taulek. An opportunity for
Druk and Carnage go well together and remember, with a win here for Pure, it almost guarantees them through as a top 2 team really in this pool after having success against ITB earlier on yesterday. But there could still be some crazy things that happen. Carolina Gaming could go on to beat Optic, go on to beat ITB. There's always that potential chance for ties happening as well. So it's never guaranteed, but you can put your best foot forward and at least much as possible. So 1-1 at the moment. Carolina Gaming though look pretty good right now. I'm going to say they are going toe-to-toe with Pure.
You're thinking about chances of ties. And they share a pool with like mischief in the groups.
ITB like tying up.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, I was going
best
here.
okay.
That's on me.
4 dead though for Pure. An opportunity for Envore to push forward for his team. He's going to sit on the window just inside the main ramp. Bomb spawn, it's not going to get on the main ramp. Bait and switch, beautifully during the breakout and pressure that Gaming had been building up, but unfortunately for them, that pressure amounted to nothing.
The early start maybe Carolina Gaming off guard here as well. Pure off guard, excuse me. Carolina Gaming just quickly out of the blocks, able to get that first flag, and Pure had to go for a counter cap. But now they're starting to find their footing a little bit here. 10 kills for LastShot. Another one as well, killing spree for him. And we'll have to see whether they can make a flag run out of this, and they will. So you can see it was traversing the entire map. It will be a capture, 2-1 now. Carolina Gaming, even though it was a hot start, sadly could not stop the Pure comeback.
Like right here. And LastShot, what can you do with it? It's gone into the ascendancy. Doing some good ones in the return. For Carolina Gaming, this is the community to get out and open bracket down, right? You have that meritocracy. You make it through the passion pit, and you make it to the Saturday. And that dream is still alive of pushing forward and being the team that can cause massive upsets and upset all kinds of brackets and seeds. But as it stands, Pure right now with a 2-1 lead. Common all alone, isolating the bonfire, leaving too late as far as he's concerned, and Cherished gets himself a triple kill.
When you talk about causing upsets and crushing dreams, it was something that Envore did back in season 2. We saw him take down some of the European rosters and became a bit of a European giant killer, didn't he? And I think Envore made a name for himself for sure, and this roster would like to try and reach the dizzy heights of, well, top 8 to be up there. But at the moment, it's trying to survive these pools, trying to make sure you don't just get out of open bracket and finish in top 16. But alas, we have seen that quite a lot with the open bracket, providing teams that end up limping out. There's always going to be the opportunity for Carolina Gaming. Maybe Pure is the harder matchup. You've got ITV, of course, that they're going to face up against as well. But we have seen, as Taulek puts in the third flag, teams take down squads like ITV before. So maybe that's something Carolina Gaming can look forward to. But Pure will take the first game here, 3-1.
So game, set, and match. And it's interesting we talk about the boys on Carolina Gaming. Some of those players have been top 12, top 8 before, and they're desperately trying to get back there. And the opportunities that they're looking for haven't come perhaps as quickly as they would have liked, but they're being made to work through it the hard way. Taking a look at the stats then, we're seeing flag captures, of course, score finishing 3-1, but maybe we can get some slays on the board. We can see exactly what's going on. And there we have it, LastShot with a performance, 14 kills, 6 deaths, and the 5 assists. So he's leading the lobby and by quite some amount.
Well, that's game 1 done and dusted. We'll go for a quick break, and we'll see you for the next one.
Welcome back to game 2. Carolina Gaming down by 1.
Push it.
Triple kill for come on. A little bit of early morning excitement. I've not had any breakfast, but an overkill would suffice.
It does fill the stomach, doesn't it? A nice overkill. A triple is a little appetizer. It's like a croissant. You need some protein.
Something dense, yeah.
You need some protein. An overkill is a bit of protein for the morning. But understand why he didn't push it. Of course, we're only joking. Right in the back. Says it's a ninja. By the way, I don't agree with that. I don't think that was a ninja. No. But the game doesn't know any different, right? It can't pick and tell, pick and choose when a camouflage exists.
Only the game can pick and tell. Cherished with the camouflage. No shield, easy pickings. Didn't even have to land the headshots, such was the damage already put down onto common. Last shot's down to no shield as well, blocking terror teammate there. For Pure, this is business as usual, 11-3. So the upset was going to happen in the Slayer, but unfortunately Carolina Gaming have not started this one all too hot.
Well, one thing we did learn from Pure already this tournament was that it doesn't really matter how many kills you're behind in a Slayer, you can still come back into it. Pure, 15 kills down against Optic Gaming yesterday, and they were able to come back and still win. It's like 17 stupid. But I'm excited to see where Pure go in this tournament. I mean, the expectation for me is a Pure victory in this series, which would take Pure through into the winning bracket, where they could play up against like probably FaZe actually. It might be a team like FaZe they end up going against the winning bracket, which would be a very difficult for them. Dropping into the elimination bracket, I think that's when their journey would truly begin, because I think teams like Sentinels, Complexity, Quadrant should be scared of Pure. I think there is definitely upsets on the cards there.
Anybody, I mean, fell foul of the Pure boys, so even FaZe, they might not be looking past them all too quickly. Their playstyle, they can be a problem for absolutely anyone. It could be a problem right now for the Carolina Gaming boys. He is eventually shut down, but the double kill was locked in, and Mortley currently sitting at 1-5-7 stat sheet. Not too happy with himself, but sometimes players can go like that. You have to be a little bit more patient and maybe need to just slow things down for now and get a little bit closer to his teammates. But Druk climbers up towards down to shield. Mortley will answer back with that kill. Unfortunately for him, he's the last man standing, and LastShot knows exactly where he's positioned. Puts him off the pass. Down to no shield as well. He's so much pure play at it.
Enemy halfway.
Yakzn.
Sounded like Simpsons again. Good shots there from Envore to shut down LastShot, who at the moment has 12 kills. I don't think we got to see LastShot at his very best yesterday. There was certainly moments of promise, but I'm excited to see how he does for the rest of the tournament. I think a series like this will really put some momentum back on the side of Pure. I do think that they threw away the series against Optic Gaming a little bit. I think it was definitely there for the taking, and it will be a big lesson for them to learn going forward. But we mentioned it yesterday on the A stream, is you kind of need those games sometimes to teach you those lessons so that you can progress properly as a team. Now, not progressing, and Carolina Gaming are getting back into it slightly as I say that. Within 5 means this is still doable. It's not out of the reach for Carolina Gaming.
5 reasonable deficit that you can look to come back from. The camouflage, Mortley gets an important pick. That could mean that both shields go down for both players. LastShot was there to apply the finishing touches, but now here's an opportunity for Envore to really make inroads into that deficit. He lost that player in lights, so we see him, he's melee. He's in big trouble, he goes down, and there are words that can describe what we've just seen, Dan, but I'm just not sure I want to say them.
That's one of those where you just hope the observer wasn't on your POV.
And
then
he
you can tell the team like, I beat him down. Oh, I hit the shots. I was able to get it. And then just, sadly, the truth be told, it was just a whiff after whiff. And now the chance of Carolina Gaming getting back into this one is starting to really disappear away from them. I think that was the opportunity. The camouflage could have been the moment, but Druk shutting him down and now goes on to get a double kill, 39-28. And Pure looking to close in on 2-0.
Enemy team nearing victory.
Looks like it's the world golden spawning. Yakzn fighting it a lot. Does eventually get the kill as well. So 3 go down. Perhaps Pure guilty of not minding their P's and Q's and just running into the Carolina Gaming. 10 kills now. No difference. Carolina Gaming have in the tank. Do they have a playbook? Is it deep enough? Back to this.
I think the answer is probably no. I just think it's a little bit too much of a gap now, and with the way Pure have been playing and pushing together successfully, they've been making sure they shut down any sort of flank that's going to happen to Carolina Gaming. Because they would need to be an incredible game from this point for Carolina to get to take any deaths. And I think that the fact that Pure are this far ahead, you can just play a little bit reckless. Next camouflage is going to come up as well. If it doesn't go into the hands of Carolina Gaming, this for sure is done.
I want to highlight one player on the side of Pure, and that's going to be the LastShot. We spoke about him briefly as the game was in its early innings, but 20 kills, 10 deaths. Not finished just yet, is he? He is taken down. Excuse me, that was Druk. Got a little bit excited from yourself. But 20 kills. LastShot. For Carolina Gaming, he's been a little bit of a reaper, just gifting out death left, right, and centre.
Is that in reference to a Carolina Reaper? Or if you accidentally
stumbled upon a worldie.
Wow.
I'll be honest.
2 more kills required for Pure. There's a small chance of hope here for Carolina Gaming as they're able to get 40 on the board. They'd have to get 2 wipes of the entire squad with no answer back, really, if they can get back into this one. You can see the game slowed down a little bit, but now Druk smells blood. They're all in pipes at the moment. Envore will jump out a challenge, so now he's going to be vulnerable. The call-out should be coming from Pure of where those one-shots are, but they are struggling to find them, but now they start to find them.
5 minutes remaining.
Add another kill to his tally. It's a matter of time now, if not when, and it is found in a trade for Envore. It's not going to be good enough. 50-43 the score, and Pure do double their series advantage now, 1 away from the clean sweep.
I think that was evident just from the early stages in that game that Pure were in control and they seemed comfortable and they were winning the majority of their 1v1s. And now they are very close, as you say, to securing a spot in the top 2 of this pool or waiting to see what happens elsewhere. An impressive 21 kills from LastShot. But you know what that means. It's break time, everybody. We'll be back for game 3. Welcome back, everyone. Dan Yakzn and Cherished won here. I said I was going to let him do the open, but then I lied. Welcome back. It's game 3. Looking forward to it. Pure, at the moment, look the dominant force.
Yep, sneaky Englishman caught me off guard. Cherished is all the way over in the cafe. He's dead now.
Definitely not, especially not in a game where being alive helps. But it's an early lead for Pure. But at the moment, all 4 dead temporarily. Cherished is going to be the first one up, but a chance for some ball time now for Carolina Gaming. If we're going to see Carolina get back into this series, I feel like it has to be a very one-sided affair here in this ball. If you give any sort of chance to Pure to get control, boy, are they going to take it.
Mortley with the ball and indeed the stalker rifle. You know he definitely wants to hand this ball over because he's 1 kill away from a killing spree. And 3 members on Carolina Gaming yet to die. It's Common who has registered himself 2 deaths, make it 3. Very good at dying right now. But the team rotating well, getting kills elsewhere on the map. Damage that Common and teammates are able to capitalise on. But now, Carolina Gaming do go 3 dead. just like that, all 3 players who hadn't registered death now have.
Enemy has the ball.
And for Pure, it's just about getting the ball now and getting their setups. And do Carolina Gaming have
Enemy
enough
has the
to
ball.
break them?
Good ball handling from Mortally there, though. He said he was close to a killing spree and he was going to be wanting to drop the balls to try and get some slays, but I think it was important just to not allow Pure to have the ball in a comfortable position over towards tower. Alas, Pure have still gained the ball, or they did, but Mortally's back for a little bit more action here. So rifle in hand, and the ball now back in his control.
Episode 2, Mortally strikes back. We'll see what we can do with it. Eyes trained on the camouflage. Want to get to it. Drawn to it. Fortunately for him, he does fall over towards the garbage. Towards the area. Ball now in the hands of LastShot. Camouflage has been scooped up, but was it burned by Yakzn? Member of Pure have it in their chest, and there it is. Cherished has it with the Bulldog as well, and that can be a deadly combination in the right hands, and Cherished most certainly is. The right hands. Bulldog gets 1. Continues pushing forward. He has all the information in the world that he needs here. All 3 players in his crosshairs. That means the ball carrier knows.
He's a handsome chap as well, isn't he, Cherished? I asked us on the desk yesterday, what does Cherished bring being added to this team? And I said, chemistry, good vibes, but also dashing good looks. I think sometimes you need that on a team, right? You need someone to be the forefront, the poster boy, as it were. The marketing asset for the squad. And I feel like that's what Cherished really can be forward. But he's also very good at the video.
Very good at being very good at the games. The Yakzn now in the arcade. Glimpse of Druk, unfortunately for him, Cherished challenged him at the worst possible time. 3 dead for Carolina Gaming. Ball in the hand of Taulek once more. And that lead is now slowly and gradually building. Carolina Gaming spawning all the way over at Cafe, so they have a very long rotate before they can make this player drop the ball. Yakzn has got the opening. Ball good for him, nor is it good for Pure, but the help the stock rifle boosts him the odds. Mortally gets 1 more, so the ball's down. So at least for Carolina Gaming, Pure are not still scoring points right now. But unfortunately, 75 points to 38 is the score. So Carolina Gaming have got to get their act together.
Taulek get de-scoped on the assault rifle. Happens to me all the time, and it's so frustrating because it really does throw off your head. But thankfully he had teammates to help him out. It's a good lead though for Pure. And you do have to compare it. I know that there's different map modes that happen, but Pure versus ITB. ITB did take a map off of Pure, which tells us that, you know, there was at least some games that were close. For Carolina Gaming, if they were to get 3-0'd by Pure going into that series against ITB, ITB still are the favourites just from having a close series against Pure indeed. But we've seen it far too many times, I think, with ITB losing 2 squads like Carolina Gaming. I think Carolina Gaming need to be prepared for that to potentially happen as the seconds are about to tick through, and round 1 is going to go in favour of Pure as they are now just 1 ball round away from taking this series and all but securing their spot in the winners bracket here. Championship weekend.
Thanks, Dan.
I was gonna say Championship Sunday. I was like,
you aborted that.
We're not a Championship Sunday yet.
We are not. We are very early in the morning on Championship Saturday, let's call it.
I mean, technically.
Dan has not had his coffee yet, so please do forgive him. He is not caffeinated. Mortally and Common are trying to combine to cause a little bit of damage on the map, and they've done so successfully as a main lane gets the kill on the Druk. Camouflage out, popped up, LastShot gets close to it, gets into his chest but gets cut down. This is good from Carolina Gaming. Can they now start to turn that into points on the board? Envore steps forward, join up, but Taulek falls now. This scrappy to start this, Camouflage no longer a factor on the map, 2 dead at for the team. Is isolated in the cafe, ball is down. Now, just like someone take a bit of responsibility, grab that ball. It's point Carolina Gaming need, because the kills have not come their way too quickly and too often. Mortally currently sitting 15-3 and 7. And you wonder, he's so positive, Dan. What are you laughing at, Dan? I need to know. I need to know what you're laughing at now, Dan.
I'm still laughing. Yakzn! I can't help it. I don't know why it's so funny, but
it's like Yahtzee, but it's almost slightly different.
Yahtzee. The faster you say it, the better it is. Sorry, everybody. 15 kills again for LastShot. I will say, Mortally on the side of Carolina Gaming has been the one to step up, really try to pull them back into this series. We always say, like, one player needs to try and, like, take the game by the ball, as it were, and show what they're made of to try and get them back into it. And it has been Mortally as that standout player, but on the flip side, LastShot is kind of also demonstrating that he's going to be a big influence in this game as well.
Yakzn. The Bulldog. He has the Bulldog in his hand to play with as well. A couple of barks, gets the kill. The camouflage is down bottom middle. Taulek all too aware of it as well. The information was passed on to Druk. It's not being burned. They're going to use that as a little bit of bait, but Taulek is forced just to lose sight of it. Morty is going to take that opportunity to scoop it up. Can he survive? The answer is yes. So this is some warning signs for Pure as the ball gets scooped up and carried away. They have got to move, push forward, and break the setup of Carolina Gaming.
I think it's just important that there's no complacency here from Pure. I think they feel like they are comfortably ahead of this game, but this entire series. The teamwork is definitely on point. They're winning their individual battles. They are the better team. That's evident. But sometimes when that does happen, especially in a mapping mode like this, you forget the objective a little bit, get lost in the moment, you just start going for kills. You need to just stay focused here, because if you do give ticket to Carolina Gaming here, they will take it. And with the players that are on this roster, there's always that opportunity of a reverse sweep. So you don't really want to give them that chance.
Common is scoring, Envore getting kills. As long as that happens, there's more points than they should have. Whatever pot, expertly maneuvering his hitbox, not taking as damage as possibly he could have had it not been there. ATM, unfortunately down to no shield. LastShot does get the final blow. Now Pure have the ball and they're interested in rotating it all the way over towards the shot side. No doubt they're aiming to get back to Tram. Kills have come in their favour as well. The opening pick, Common will answer back onto LastShot. Taulek's taught the better of it to come back to tower. And this is the place that I prefer to be when I have the ball down. You always have the option just to toss it out down the bottom middle.
It was good ball movement from Taulek as well. I think it's something that's underestimated and not talked about enough, how good people are with the ball. Just being able to survive and having the bravery of being able to take that ball and go for that jump around the corner. Because if you do die when you cross, that could be your chance of holding the ball over, because the team are going to get overrun, they're going to get overwhelmed because they're going to be the extra player. And there are some players who just won't be brave enough to grab that ball. Taulek just gained them about 30 seconds of ball time by just saying, look, I can pick this up, I think I can survive. And now they are once again in the lead here. Too many times have I seen players just be like, ah, well, I think I'll die if I pick it up. And that hesitation can cost you seconds.
Good news for Carolina Gaming. Not only do they have the ball, camouflage and the Bulldog found its way towards Common, who was using it expertly, and Morty's teammates have now started to pick it up in terms of slaves. They're a lot closer to him than they were before. That's now starting to pay dividends. The scoreline gets much closer as well. 3 seconds. Down by 1 round, Carolina Gaming have a lot of work to do, also down 2 in the series, so it's going to be a mammoth effort to get themselves back into this thing, but there are signs there, encouraging ones of that they can do it.
I think I remember SSG being down 2-0 and down around in oddball and coming back and winning 3-2 in the series, but I'm not necessarily comparing SSG to Carolina Gaming, but it does show that it is possible. However, now Pure back in control with the ball. It's Taulek again showing his expertise of rotations and moving it and manipulating the map in the way to get as much ball time as possible while staying alive. Not only that, picks up a kill and trades. It's so important to get that kill, to get that trade when you are the last alive, because then it gives your teammates a better chance of taking the fight when they do.
And it is something that you notice the top echelon players do a lot more as well, especially the players who are more often carrying the ball. They're not afraid to take a couple of ticks of damage to alleviate the pressure off their teammates. Take a couple of shots, deal a little bit of damage just to ensure that your teammates have an easier task, because of course you're getting pushed. You're the ball carrier, your team are essentially fighting a 4v3, so any help that you can give them most definitely helps. Cherished on pink, down to the Bulldog waiting for him up the pink street. And he gets cut away. 2 dead now, Carolina Gaming. They're opting to try and play the ball. He's going to die on boards and tires, and he's trying to delay any scoring opportunity that Pure might have.
Sadly for him, Cherished has been able to pick up that ball and will continue to score. With Envore going down, it means it's a 3 versus 3 on the map. drop. The grenade onto Taulek means Cherished had to drop that ball, had to take the fight, and it works out alongside LastShot. They win the engagement over towards Pink, and they'll get ball control here. Also worth noting the clock, 48 seconds left. So if we do see a couple of deaths coming in when that ball drops to the ground, there is going to be less and less time now for Carolina Gaming to get back into this one.
Ball dropped.
Cherished
Enemy
Cafe
has the ball.
just escorting
Ball dropped. Enemy has
player,
the
ball carrier all the way back towards Tram. He's going to be the first point of contact. If any danger is going to come his way, Common will clamber behind the ball, trying to pinch, trying to have an influence. Unfortunately for him, stick grenade to his face as well. So 3 go down for Carolina Gaming, and that is possibly curtains on the series now.
Yeah, this might be it. Mortally is still alive. Well, was still alive, so now it's just going to be Common. 10 seconds required here, and Carolina Gaming is spawning quite far away.
Taulek's going to continue to hold the ball. Not even going to have any pressure applied. Pure will get the clean sweep and a clean oddball victory as well. 2 rounds to 0. Absolutely dominant, and Pure maintaining the performance levels that they had yesterday.
So for Carolina Gaming, their attention will turn to the likes of Optic, the likes of ITB, to try and find a victory to get out of pool play here. But for Pure, their success from yesterday does carry on, and it looks like we will be seeing them in the winners bracket most likely when it comes to today's competition.